All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel here. We talk about Grace THorp, Ben THorp. How does Ben THorp see his life? He sees his life mighty fine, according to his own words. Let's hear it.
You know better than me how to navigate life. Great.
Grace knows better than Ben how to navigate life. Great. Continue.
How's it going?
How's it going?
I'm pretty good with my life, except for the fact that you do this. But
Ben is pretty good with his life, except for the fact that Grace does what?
You're in a crisis every fucking day.
Grace is in the crisis every single day. Ben, according to his own words, is pretty good with his life. So I guess Ben is pretty good with the fact that he's a father who does not have access to his kids, who only has one kid, that is his grown adult daughter, who's attached to his hip and cannot sleep without him, without being in the room with him, or usually sleeps in the same bed. Okay? I guess he's pretty good with that. I guess he's pretty good with a failed husband, a failed father, let's put it out there. He was a teacher at one point, not a teacher anymore. What happened there? Ran a business at one point. It was an Indian restaurant. No. Ethiopian restaurant. Why Ben THorp, of all people, would run an Ethiopian restaurant? That's right, Ben THorp. I'm not making this up. This sounds so wild. Ran a restaurant that served Ethiopian food. Ben freaking THorp, a Rhode Islander. What does he know about that? I don't know. But that is a true thing. That is so true. Well, I guess he's cool with that failure too. He's pretty good with his life. He's pretty good with living pretty much homeless in an RV with his daughter, begging for money on the internet, like the bums you see under the overpass as you drive around your neighborhood, wherever you live. They are better than Ben. I'm actually kind of quite equal to Ben. Oh, you know what? I have to say they're on the same level. I have to say that. They are the same level. Think about this. Because what are they doing all day? They're there with a sign. And they're begging, right? Please, give me $1. Give me $1 and I can live. I can get by, try to survive. I could try to survive here. Okay? And what does Ben and Grace do? They do the same thing, except the thing that makes it worse. Yeah, this would definitely make it worse. They're not on the same level. They would be worse. The thing that makes it worse is they put their family drama show on stream. They put their family drama show and all the sickness and all the disgusting filth about it on stream for content, for money. And they have no problem with it. They're like roaming gypsies. That's what they are. Ben THorp, Grace THorp have devolved to the point of just roaming gypsies. That's it. Wow. But Ben's feeling pretty good about that. It didn't have to be that way. You know, he is a father of multiple kids, but only has one with him. He was once a husband, but, you know, he claims he's the victim of all of that, even getting roped into marriage and all that. Okay. Doesn't take any responsibility, right? As a man, middle-aged man with no job, no savings, nothing in his name. I guess maybe the RV. I guess the RV is in his name. Wow. Anything else? I guess it's pretty okay. To stay in the RV, scratching your balls while your daughter goes on bike rides throughout Dallas, nearly getting hit multiple times by traffic, right? Even though you are in a vehicle that has wheels and you could literally go to these stores to fetch these items, you're doing pretty okay. You're doing pretty okay. You're doing pretty okay where you had the house of wayward hose, that thing where you, the moment pretty much with 15 minutes into meeting your first and only wayward hoe, Ava, already you pull her hair and treat her like a dog. You're doing pretty good though, right? You are doing pretty good, Ben, right? Absolutely. You are doing fantastic. You're definitely a dad that could give fatherly advice. You're definitely someone who can give life advice, right? Oh, but not really, because it's coming from someone who's nearly just, I mean, you're scraping by. You're really scraping by. Barely. If this was the game of life, the board game life, which you would be able to play with your kids had you not made the choices that you've made in your life, okay, you would be losing. You would be a loser, okay? And you have the nerve to call Grace a loser. She's losing because she's attached to you, Ben. Grace is attached to you and did things that you wanted to do. You're the dead weight. But, whatever. But you're doing pretty good, right? You're doing pretty good. Must be nice to be so narcissistic that you, I guess when everything is failing around you, it cannot be your fault, right? No, you have no responsibility whatsoever. It is the failure of those around you. Even your biggest supporter, Grace THorp, when she has time and time again done things for you on your behalf, a lot of detestable things. But when things are failing, it has to be her fault. It can't be your fault because you're doing pretty good, right? Cool, man. Write a book about that. Be a life coach. You'll make millions, dude. Have a good one.